Consider Job. There's no, and I know we've got loss in this room, we've got struggle in this room, we've got difficulty in this room, but I don't know one of you that's lost 7 children and ended up homeless, dying of a disease. Consider Job. Listen, God has never betrayed you. He has never failed you. Hang in there. God's promises are true. I am not saying you haven't endured difficulty. I am not saying that you have not experienced sorrow. I am not saying that there aren't horrible, broken things in the world. I am saying that on this last day, on this linear line, the old will pass away and the new will come, and we will see how all things fit to the glory of God. Consider Job. God, being eternal, sees how all the jagged pieces fit together into something beautiful. Hang in there, be patient. God's promises are true. And what happens when all's gone? 7 children are dead, all his wealth has vanished. The Bible says Job tears his clothes, gets in sackcloth and ashes, and says, naked I came from my mother's womb, and naked I will return. The Lord has given, the Lord has taken away. Blessed be the name of the Lord. Be patient. God's promises are true. God does not cause, but enslaves and uses all suffering for his glory and our joy. So when the phone rings, when we enter into those seasons of difficulty, when suffering is no longer an idea, but a day in which we're walking, a month in which we're walking, a year in which we're walking, the right play is not to rail against heaven, but to wonder what God is up to. Because I can stand in front of you today and not in some sort of ethereal way, but in a very practical way, say that God meets us in that space of suffering in a way that is rich and kind and near to the brokenhearted. It is the kindness of God to wound us. God keeps his choicest wines in the cellar of affliction. Step out of the darkness and into the light, and then stay there.